Okie dokie. All right, let's turn this down a little bit. Let's turn it down a lot a bit. Okay. Hello, Jennifer, how are you? I have to get my glasses. And my phone just rang, and I usually have it with me. Obviously, you guys can't see it when I do have it with me, but I have to get it. So I have to get up out of the chair for a second. I shall be right back. Dale Bruce, how are you, my friend? Hold on one second. Good to see you. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Bruce? Okay, guys. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hopefully this camera won't blur out on you guys too much. It looks like it's holding up pretty well. Okay, I have 4, what are these guys? And they might be 8x8 here. Okay, I thinking they're 8x8. Okay, panel boards. And as you can see, I taped them up in a window frame type fashion. And that's what we're going to go with today. So it'll be a pretty basic mountain kind of scene. Whatever it is I got in here makes me itch. So I might have to do a deep clean in here in my little studio. I'm all right all over the house until I come in here. It might be the heat lamp also, because that thing's kind of cranking. All right. It's good to see you, Bruce. Hey, Madonna, how are you? Hey, it's good to see you. Now, my tablet obviously has a delay of more than a few seconds. There, probably about a 15-second delay. But I can look at you guys over here on my monitor, and I can see you guys in real time. Okay, and if I want, there you guys are. I see you guys there. All right. Okay, we're gonna get right on to it here. The only thing you guys can see, because I didn't draw my camera back down there on the lower right, is I got a water and I got some vegetable glycerin, which is vegetable glycerin is plant-based, it's water soluble, it's an extender, and it can be used as a blender, and you'll see all of that with the example today. All right, so basically this is just going to be a giant window frame painting, but you could take each piece off, then you separate them a little bit or whatever. It's pretty much like the elephant painting that I did. I didn't make a tutorial for the elephant painting. That was just something that I really wanted to paint. I'm usually on live every Wednesdays around this time, 6 o'clock, 6:30, depending how energized I am. Okay, so And now be careful when you do use, if you do choose, and I work with heavy body acrylic paint, so while I'm down here, let's go through that. Phthalo blue, I got burnt umber, I've got cad orange, alizarin crimson, cad yellow, and titanium white. I work with a very small palette. All right. I do have glycerin on this, so let's get it on the way. I did not I didn't gesso my backgrounds at all, my panels at all, rather. Okay, like I say, a very little bit of glycerin goes an extremely long way. So I just got like a little brush load of glycerin, put it right onto the canvas. Typically, you would gesso your canvas. Today I didn't. I can work with it either way. It doesn't matter. This is good for backgrounds and clouds or what have you. If you choose to put a stream or a lake of water, you know, down below, it's really up to you. Okay. So we'll see what I'll come up with, what I'll do. I'll just put it here, just to put it here, just to wipe it off my brush, really. Okay. Like I say, very little glycerin goes a very long way. Glycerin does not dry up on tape very well, so if the glycerin becomes dry, it will not become dry on your tape because tape is not porous. All right. Okay. All right, enough of that. Let's get on with the fun. Let's try for a nice, pretty, nice bright sky. We'll work out something like that. Let's take a little bit of titanium white, which is something you obviously will not see, and I'll just put it on here. Just kind of haphazardly, just pop it on here. It's gonna get the blue is gonna swallow some of that white out, so it's gonna appear to be brighter as it goes further down. I didn't take the white all the way up to the top, just midway here. Okay. Like I say, who knows? I might change it in the middle. Who knows? Okay. Let's take a small tap of this phthalo blue, which is a very strong color. Go right straight at the top, right up here. Come across, just come across like that. Let's take another tap of phthalo blue. I really want it kind of dark up there. If this camera is acting up, then I'll have to put it on, probably put it on manual, but you'll let me know. Okay, now as I got it pretty deep up there somewhat, we're gonna work that down into the white. Work it down into that white area. It's just a series of X strokes I'm doing here. Okay. And keep going, just keep going down. It gets lighter. Just keep going down, see that? It'll just get lighter on you. Don't worry about the little streakiness. We're gonna make that go away. So, hashtag don't panic. Just work it down there, it's okay. Work it on down. Pure glycerin, no paint or anything, no paint mix, just glycerin. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Pardon the back of my head, I got a water bucket here. Then I got a bigger bucket right down below me. I got a large beach towel on my lap. All right. Chasing America, how are you, Chasing? Good to see you. There's a few newbies in here, and welcome to the channel. You can talk to me and ask questions. Feel free. Hey, RV DJ, nice to see you. I'm gonna go for a slightly larger brush. This is just a makeup brush you get at the local Walmart. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep my head away from things, but here's the brush here. Okay, and if I put it in front of the camera here, you'll be able to see it really good because I got a light right in front of me there. But this is makeup brush. Okay, nothing special, and I'm gonna go in a circular motion, which just takes the streak marks out. This is where you get to the 3 hairs and some air portion of the painting. Very light strokes. As you can see, it clears the streaks right out of there. Okay. Didn't mean to press that hard. I'm looking at my monitor to make sure that this camera's not getting too blurry on you. Okay. And while it's in this method, in this stage, in this state, you can manipulate the clouds. You don't necessarily have to go in circles. It's really up to you. Okay. Okay, that's somewhat okay. That's cool. Whatever. We'll do some cloud play in here. Let's manipulate it a little bit better. I can go for a really colorful sky, but that won't be needed for this painting. So let's take let's play with some clouds. I'm gonna show you how simple it is to do some dynamic clouds. You don't have to go really all out, all depending on what your real subject matter is. All right, let's take a wee bit of actually, let's take a speckle of blue on the corner of a fan brush here. I'll do it right here. Okay, we'll put it right here. Get some titanium white, pop it in there, just like that. So we'll get a few layers going. Get some more white, put it in there. Okay. So we've got some light blue going on there. And we're just gonna take it, we'll put it right about here, and we'll just take it and swim it. Nope, gotta be a little more bright than that. Let's take a bit of titanium white there. Make it show. Okay, we'll try that again. Just take it and see this? And just swirl it around like that. Come up here. Kind of swirl all that around. Let's get some more titanium white. Put it right in here. And once again, let's go from here. And just pat and twist. If you want to just twist it like that, twist it like that. Just make it random. Okay. Let's bring some of that up here. Just kind of tap it around like that. And we'll play around with it down here a little bit. All right, something like so. Let's clean off this brush real quick. Glycerin, when it starts to dry, your paint, it expands it. It just spreads it out while it dries. Okay. Well, thank you, RV. I appreciate it. So while we're at this stage, which you guys can see it, you can, if you want, you can start. If you want, you can just kind of fluff things up here like this, only on the corner, on the tops. Just fluff them around a little bit like that. You know, nothing special. Come off around in here, little fluff here and there. It's up to you. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But it's really up to you. Kind of twist and turn them around a little bit. Up to you. I got a smaller jar of water with a metal rack in it. Very simple. Okay. Let's take smaller brush. I'll put it in front of this camera. You guys can see it here. Another makeup brush. And we're just going to smooth these out. The more you blend, the more they're going to blend into your background. Okay, so be mindful of that. The more you twirl around and everything, the more it's going to blend in. But what I am going to blend, I'm going to blend that bottom out. So it kind of melts into the sky. So we'll take the bottoms, we'll blend the bottom out. Okay. We're going to come over here. Now I got to look at the other side. Now, I have a light over here on my right because glycerin is extremely reflective. Okay, and so like I say, if that camera blurs up and it's getting to be too much, I'll have to get up and put it manual. I think it's on automatic, which is why it's doing what it's doing. Okay, so I'll blend all of that in nice. All right, very gentle, very subtle transition of clouds. You barely, I mean, you see that they're there, but you barely see them really. So we'll mess with a few highlights in there. I don't like how that's looking. See, it focuses in on my hand. Okay. All right, let's get a little bit of highlights going. I'm looking for an even smaller blender brush. I do have them, they're very short, so they're in the bottom of my little plastic container. Let's deal with this little fella. No, this little fella, I might have to send this to the retirement home. We'll see, or I'll make a tree brush out of it. We'll take the bigger one. All right, here's another smaller. I'll put it against my shirt. You should be able to see it. Might be a little too bleached. Let's look at the lower screen. There you go. All right. Okay. Let's take this same guy. Let's go with some straight titanium white. We'll just play around here. Like something around it. Like, see, let's get some nice bright stuff going, just like this. Okay, and we'll lightly whisk that up like that. Okay, I'm wiping off my brush, and we'll gently. Once again, that 3 hairs and some air thing comes into play here. We'll gently fade that out like that. See, now you got your nice little puffy highlight there, and we can continue to kind of play around with it. We'll come up here with it a little bit, and we'll kind of play around like that, and we'll kind of give it a little something here. Okay, just something a little brighter, little highlights touching around. Let's blend that out there. You can always not destroy the intensity, but you can get out some of those straggles, smooth them out a little bit, up to you. Just like that. I'll wipe off my brush a little bit, wipe a little bit of the paint off, and we'll just kind of soften some of those, but without totally destroying the intensity, the brightness of it. All right, get a little bit more. Sometimes it just takes a dot, a few hairs. All right, and we'll play around with something down in here, maybe. Just like that. And you just keep manipulating, keep playing with it. All right. Okay, we're gonna move right along. Go right on the other side here. Gina, how are you? I like this little patch in here. It's like it's trying to fight for dominance or something. So we'll kind of play with that right in there. And like I said, I like the bottom to disappear a little bit, so we're gonna kind of make those go away. Okay, make it go away a little bit. I'm shifting my head so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Right up in here, we'll kind of get some swirls going. Now, if your swirls look a little bit too bold, I'm doing it on purpose. So say if they look a little too crazy, you can always tame it, tone it down. This all comes with hand pressure, just knowing how to do it at the exact time. You get to be familiar with your brush, whatever brush you choose to use. Okay. Let's have something connect here, right here, and we have it come down like that. So we're playing connect the clouds right up in here, just like so. And then you just get rid of that part in there, just like so. All right, okie dokie. Now, I want to show you something as we're painting here. There's something that's going on with it. Now, if you put too much glycerin on, which is the reason why I'm saying a little bit of glycerin goes a long way. Just clean off the brush real fast here. You might be able to see it a little bit, but it's starting to run here. Nothing truly to worry about, but if you put too much on, that's what happens. It also depends on the temperature of your room. My room is fairly quite warm. Okay. I might have to get another, then again, I can use this as a nice brush, bush brush. So if I happen to destroy this little fella, that's fine, because I can use it for something else. So I'll deliberately just kind of mangle it and stretch it and wreck it, because I got other plans for this guy. Let it spread apart and just destroy the brush. I can just buy another one. It's no big deal. This will be my new, probably my new foliage brush. All right, we'll separate this guy. That one will be my abuse brush. Okay, let's get, at this point in time, it doesn't matter what brush I would use. I'll show you what a hake brush looks like. Hake brush looks like this. Get it? All right. It's a Japanese brush. It's very fine, very soft, delicate hairs. Okay. And you can take it these are very soft. And you totally just kind of blend everything together. All right. X strokes if you can. It smooths everything out, gets rid of some of that streaky runniness there, wipes it away. And just like that. Now be careful with it. The more you blend, the more it blends into the back there. Okay. Fuzzy autofocus on. All right, I'll take it and turn it manual. So it must be going crazy when I'm not looking at it. I can't do it with my microphone on, but hold on. I'll straighten that right out. All right, that should solve that issue. We should be okay there. All right, but thank you, Bruce. Appreciate it. Yeah, usually autofocus, depending on the make of the camera, some of them are a little more sensitive than others. This one is really sensitive. Provides a pretty cool picture, but it is sensitive. Okay. I'm just reading your some of your chat. Hey, Bill, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Let me roll down here. I don't want to miss everybody. All right, we're gonna move this right along. The RV DJ, hello, Chasing America. How are you? Good to see you, Chasing. Dale and Vermont Madonna. Jennifer White, hello. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Blame it on my head, not my heart. Okay. All right, so we got our clouds in there. I guess I'll play around with a mountain. Various ways to make mountains. I guess I'll use the flat brush today. I'm debating on which flat brush to use. I gotta, you know what, let's pick out something out of this new batch here. I always use the same old brushes, so I'll go into the little value pack brush set here, and I'll just I'll take a long handled brush. I'll massacre that one. Why not? And I get my, you see, no special brand. Look at this thing. All right, go to Walmart, pick it right up off the rack, and just take it with you after you pay for it, of course. But something like this. Okay. All right. All right. So we'll try for this one. Number 16. It's a flat brush, long handle, long. You know. Okay. Let's look down here, lower right here. Now, okay, as I'm looking at my tablet, some of you guys might not even, figure what color is what. But we'll take a little bit of this deep brown. We'll put it right here. A little bit of deep brown. We're going to go with the alizarin crimson. Throw the alizarin crimson in there with it. And then we're going to go into our blue. Now I'll tell you this right now, with any umber, any sienna or umber, it's a brown with green in it. Be very careful. Your red will neutralize all of that. Okay. red will neutralize that color. But if you end up putting a certain blue in with a brown, it will turn greenish on you. Okay, because it's a brown with more green. Sienna's is a brown with more red. Okay, so just food for thought. All right, this should be a fair mountain color. It's not bad. All right, TJIF, hello. Oh, you'll have fun. You get to chat and you know, get to tease the host. You know, fun stuff. Okay, let's make a nice massive mountain. Why not? We'll start from right here. And really, when you come to make mountains, okay, I'm not worried about what's going on here. All right, that I have no concern about. I'm not worried about that. It's this up here. It's that edge. All this. The craggier you make it, the better. We had this one going up and up and up and up, up and up like that. Okay, give him a peek and whatever. Give him a real peek. Playing around with him there. All right, don't matter what's going on down here. That's not my concern. What's happening here is no big deal. It's that edge. Okay, it's what's going on up here. All right. Okay, let's continue this right along. I'm old school. I usually do it with a palette knife. Usually. Even though I have tape here, we're going to continue this Mountain Love Fest. We're going to continue that right along, right up in here. All right, come down a little bit, maybe. Something like that. Now, if I feel myself running out of color, which I usually do, just repeat the process. It's the blue, it's the crimson, which brings a very deep purple. Get some of that brown in there. All right, and if you feel you made too much, don't worry, we can use it up. Okay, and we will use this color. Okay, fix that a little bit better, something like that. Oh, let's come here and let's come out here, something like that. Real craggy looking, and then we'll just kind of fill it in there just with the dark. Okay, nothing really too thick, just with dark like that. We'll come here and bring it down, no matter, no big thing. All right, okay, let's clean this off real quick. We'll put the long handle brush over here. We don't need it right now. Let's go back to our large brush. This brush is my workhorse. I use it all the time. That's why it looks the way it does. All right, and we'll just kind of smooth it out. Smooth it out and possibly kind of thin out the paint a little bit. All right. Everybody has a different approach to doing their mountains. I'll just smooth all this out. Like I said, I'm not using any white paint. It's just glycerin on the board right now. That's all. All right, and then we'll just kind of do a series of X strokes, smooth it out. Now, it really depends on your hand pressure. A little heavier right now I'm doing it, but I'll lighten it up as I go along. It's just kind of make it kind of fade away. No biggie. And just, see that? Just make it go away. If you got to bring it down there, bring it down there. It doesn't matter at this point. Just want to smooth it out. Okay, smooth it right out there. It's got a nice little base for your colors there. All right, okay. Won't do any more with that or that color right now. All right. There's a few ways I can do this mountain. I'll use the palette knife for today. Now I should bring it in, since we're kind of concentrating on the mountain. I'll bring this down. Now hopefully the manual focus will work. We'll see. It still looks somewhat pretty much in focus there. All right. Okie dokie. We'll use a little bit of this. Well, use some more white. We use the white. We'll put it here. We'll just take a swipe of this out of there, and we'll put it right here. I have plastic. This is a state wet palette. I got plastic on top of this is just paper, regular 20-pound paper. I cut out a piece of cardboard, put the paper on there, taped it, then taped the plastic on there. All right, and that's all I'm using. Okay, I just added white to that mixture. That's all I've done. All right, just take a little swipe across. You get a nice little bead of paint like that. Now, when I do this, I hold my knife like this. I don't hold it like that. You hold it like that, you know, like you're baking a cake. This is an exaggerated form, but you end up bending your knife like that when you start doing that. You don't want that. You want the paint to kind of roll off and break. Okay. All right. Looks like the light source is coming from this side over here. No problem. Let's go here. Now remember the way I got my knife here. All right. Some people are quite heavy-handed. It takes a little practice to do it. All right. Oh, we'll take it right at the edge here. We take it at the edge, right? I can feel it, and then we'll just kind of wiggle away, just like so. Okay, I can manipulate it. I can bring it down a little bit and twist it a little like that. It's not the final highlight. Not the final highlight at all. We're going to take some of that and we'll just kind of keep going, but you're going this way. All right, which is a little awkward for me. I'm left-handed, so I could just take the knife, and we're still going to kind of go in this direction, just like that. All right, don't worry about all of this down below. I'll be mixing some more of the color, and we'll bring some here. Pick and choose where you want to bring all of this. It'll make a lot more sense once the highlights, the real highlights, are on here. I'm gonna take a little bit of that dark color, mix it in with titanium white, just like that. Okay, I'll make it a little bit darker, just like that. Spread it out, swipe, get a swipe across, and you keep working at it. Keep working at it. Come here, just like that, and go. You go in the opposite direction. Like I say, don't worry about what's going on here. Don't panic. All right, you'll be okay. All right, we'll come here, add some coming down here, and go that way. Go right over the tape. Act like the tape does not exist. All right, and just keep it moving. We'll come here, add some here. Just come on out there like that, just like so. But you see how it's starting to come together here. This is just a technique. You know, you can add it to mountains, add it to rocks, add it to sand, add it to you can add this technique to waves in the water. Okay, getting some more titanium white. See, I'm gonna get some more titanium white. We'll spread it out right there. Get a little bit more of that color. Scrape it away. Spread it out pretty thin. That color's a little bit lighter. I'll get a little piece of that darkness and put it in there. See, I'm separating it from the rest. I want it just a touch darker so it matches with everything else before we go even lighter. All right. Now you can manipulate and add as many highlights or mountain texture as you want. Try not to get rid of your total base texture though. Okay. Okay. Before I move on, let's play with some dark texture here. I'm going back into my sienna. I'll put it right here. Go back into a little bit of blue. I'll mix those up here. You don't have to totally mix it. Okay. It can be marbled like this. adds a little interest to your mountain. Same roll of paint. Okay. What you're going to do is go in the opposite direction. Obviously, it's the shadow side. And we'll make some peaks doing this. Come here, just manipulate, and come on down just like that. And just keep repeating the process. Let's go here. Let's add a little something here to come here. Go around, and come on down like that. You can have it curve upward a little bit, play around with it. So I'm hoping I'm showing you this process and you're understanding how to do this. So you go in the opposite direction, come on down like that. Bring it down. You can go through these fairly quickly. Now remember, where I put the light gray at, that's not the final highlight. All right, but it's just placing, careful, just placing things. Getting a little bit, come here to the side, play around in here. Let the paint break and do what it wants to do. Okay, just like so. We're gonna go over here on the other side. Take that same dark color, take it, spread it out, just like that. You got plenty. Get a nice little swipe across. Gives you that roll of paint there. Okay. You're coming over here. Once again, you're coming down, you're going across. Just like that. Just manipulate it any way you see fit. So you get a three-dimensional look from a one-dimensional surface. Okay. Now remember, this stuff here does not dry, as you can see. It doesn't dry, it doesn't tack up. That's your tape. Okay, so be mindful of that, especially when it comes time to taking this stuff off. Okay. All right. Let's play in here. Come here, bring it over to the side, let it break up, have a little fun with it. If you're just starting out, the thinner you have your light or dark areas, the more it's going to tend to break on you. Okay, and the more craggier and the more rockier it's going to look. So have a little fun with this stuff. Okay. I'm getting real thin with the dark stuff. It's okay. I got a little bit more. Eke out something here. Right up around here. Come on around. Boom. Bring it out this way. Now, watch. Here comes the fun part, sweetheart. We'll wipe this away. It's all right. Even if it starts to dry, it's okay. I can take some rubbing alcohol and get rid of that if I felt it was that bad. I ran out of titanium white, but have no fear. I've already got it pretty close by. I would rather run out of paint than to leave a big batch of paint. But I got, like I said, it's a stay wet palette. It's already moistened down below. There's a sponge down there, and I took care of that, so that's no big deal. Now if it's stained a little bit like you see it here, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, your white does not have to be totally pristine, crystal clear, super bright white. You'll see in a few seconds here. The brighter you have your highlight, the less of it you really need. Okay, so be mindful of that. Now remember, we're going with the highlights. They're on the right side of the mountain, and we're going that way. Okay, now with me being a lefty, obviously I should have had the mountain's brightness go in the other direction, but glutton for punishment. It's all right. Very light, very light. Put it right in there, just like that. Okay, now I'm used to doing it the other way. It's just me, like that. And watch, I'll start fleshing this guy out, and you're gonna see all sorts of stuff happening here. Let's go here and kind of get a little scoop there, like this. I go backwards like that. So I do go in reverse. You don't have to. I'll leave that there. I went a little heavy there. Went a little heavy there too, but that's all right. We'll just kind of, just like that. Just borrow some of that and kind of swoop it over there. Mix it right in there like this. This guy here, let's break him up a little bit if I can. Just like that. Okay. I'll do something on that, with that, a little bit later. Oh, right here. Right on that little tip here, bring it there. All right. Get some nice, interesting pockets of dark in there. So keep those interesting little peaks of dark if you can. I'll kind of give it a little something in there. It was a little too thick. I'll take care of that over here. I'll borrow some of this, just like that, and I'll just bring it over here. It's all right. Let's spread that out that way. I don't want that. I don't want there. I just made that go away. Okay, let's get a little more titanium white, just a touch more. Mix it in with a little bit of whatever I got left here, so it's not totally white, because it doesn't need to be. Come over here, and we're gonna do the same thing. Let's get a nice little scoop like that, just like so, and we'll bring it this way. Scoop him up into the mountain a little bit, just like that. Bring him out, bring him over there. Let's get a little bit of love open there like that. You see what's looking like there? Okay, have fun, just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. We'll put there's not much in there, so let's make that a little gully by just bringing some more white in there, like that. Then I'll bring that and make a nice little U shape right in there, and just bring it downward, just like that. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do with all of this, because remember, it's still pretty wet. All right, let's put the knife away for 1 second. I'll take Mr. Do Everything brush. I'll just kind of tap it a little bit because it's still a little damp up in here. I'll take it lightly and I'll brush up into the direction of the mountain, upward. Okay, this way you go this way, brush a little bit up into it, just like that. Don't worry about that. All right, that's not our concern. Our concern is down here. Okay, you take your brush very softly, very soft. This is where the 3 hairs and some air come in, and you fade some of that. Remember, the more you blend, the more it kind of sinks into that background a little bit. All right, so even go up into your mountain a little bit, just kind of mist it out there, blur it out so it looks like it's even further away than what it really is. Okay, and there you go, instant mountain range. Look at this. Now some people would think it took about 40 years just to do this, but okay, and we probably spent about 11 minutes doing that. Okay, but look at how the sun hits the peaks there. All right, so it makes it look a lot more complicated than it really truly is. Okay, enough of that. It's nourishment time. It's good to see the new faces. I do appreciate it. I really do. All right. Let's add a little mist or stuff. Okay. So we'll do, like I said, it would be a pretty much standard type of painting. The important part of this painting isn't the painting, it's the window frame. It is a window frame picture. Okay, so even though I'm doing this stuff, what's really gonna attract people to the picture actually will be the framing. Now remember, these are 4 separate panels, so you have to make all 4 panels interesting in case you separate them. Okay, all right, let's move right along. Let's get, I'll stick with old Fluffy here, this little tiny makeup brush. All right, let's look down here. let's do something else. Hold on for 1 second. Let's just clean that up. That's rubbing alcohol, you'll see. Rubbing alcohol, just let it sit for a few seconds. It will clean that stuff right up. Okay. And I'll take a small tissue and I'll get the rest out. I just want to clean this up a little bit. I was going to show you something, but this looks confusing with all the paint on the plastic there. I'll get a tissue and wipe it all up and it'll go bye-bye. Just a little spray of this rubbing alcohol. I just got rubbing alcohol in a spritzer bottle, big spray bottle, and that's that. Okay. My box of tissues is actually somewhere I can't reach it, but I got paper towel rolls all over the place. And we'll just kind of blot all this stuff up and get rid of it there. Like I said, this is just plastic. Where I get the plastic from, the plastic is actually from the canvas panels. And I just cut them and just tape them to the back, and that's that. Okay, I cleared it up a little bit. That should be good enough. Okay, let's get into our white. A couple hairs of white, maybe a slight baby touch of blue. I mean slight, just like that. Okay, so we got this light blue tinge thing going here. Okay, remember we have glycerin here. You'll see the fingerprint. Boom. All right, so we got our glycerin there. All right, that's gonna actually help us out. You take your little baby blue and you just kind of pop it in spots here, down below, far below, just like that. All right, cover up with the fingerprint too, just like that. Just pop it in there, just like that. All right, don't get nervous. It's okay. You just take that same blue, and you just kind of you're gonna bring our darker mist in first. Just circular motions. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Don't be scared. Bring it up into the mountain a little bit. Very soft-haired brush, so you're not really doing any major damage. You follow me? You can keep your circular patterns wide. You can keep them narrow. Truly up to you. All right, this is your painting. It's how you perceive things. All right, I'm just giving you the technique on how to do it. The rest is really up to you. Okay, so we got this light blue-gray thing going on right now. All right. Okay. Let's get a little bit of pure titanium white. Only a few hairs. I'll show you. A few hairs on there. Okay, and go down below here. See this circular motion? Just like to look what's happening. Okay, well, you're gonna keep doing that. Go down below, because if you mess up, at least you mess up down here, not up there. Okay, you can travel and bring it upward. Very smooth. Very smooth. I'm doing it in various spots on purpose. Let's go a little higher up here, but you can manipulate. Be real soft with it. All right, I'll bring some of that paint this way. I'll bring some that way. Let's bring some, sneak it right up into that mountain area, right up in there, real soft like. Okay, you come down here, you can be a little heavier, blend it right in. You're creating your own values and tones right now. Okay, some spots will be brighter, some spots will not. Some will stick out more, others will not. Come right up there with it and spin it around. Very light touch. I'm not pressing. Don't press. Just like so. But you want it very misty, so you don't want no hard edges. You want your tones, you want your values, but you don't want hard edges anywhere. Okay. Just like that. And just keep going around and around. Okay, if you got to wipe off your brush, wipe off your brush. It's fine. Circular motions. That paint will move around on you. You're the king of this. You put it where you want it to go. All right. I don't have to have it blatantly white. It won't matter. Once you put whatever in front of it, it's going to give that appearance anyway. Follow me? Okay. Let's, well, I don't know if I guess I'll do that. I'll make it a little brighter down here. This is more for aesthetics. Because whatever I put in front of the fog, I need to let you know that the fog is back there. All right, so it helps actually bring the mountains back and bring whatever I put it in front of it more in front. Okay. After I do this, I'll just kind of tap it and there, bring it. And we can see you can borrow some and bring it this way. It's really just strengthening this front edge in here. That's all. I wipe off the brush, and then you just slowly blend all that in. It's okay. Blend it in real soft like, just like that. Yes, it's better than wax paper. 20 pound, regular 20 pound paper. And like I said, I got plastic over it. So when I shut the lid, it's all good. I don't have to spray it. I don't have to spray on the paint itself. The moisture is in the sponge. So when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. All right. So we have our row of mountains. We got our row of misty, foggy things happening in there. Okay. All right. Let's put. We'll play around with a very small. Now, depending on how you want to do this, all right, you can be the judge of how far you want your mountain to be. Okay. Depending on what type of trees you put in front of it. So I can provide an example, really. Watch this. This is gonna look, well, let me think about that first. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way. Let's take the dark blue. We'll put it right here. Okay. And we'll get a little bit of red in there. Get a little more maroon. I really don't want to put green in there too much, so we'll do the brown. The brown will turn it green, but not a true kind of green. I don't need really too much paint for this part. But let's make foothills somewhat foothills. Okay, so we got it here. I massacred a brush tip there. That's all right. We'll have funeral services for it later. Okay, so we got this mountain here. That little ledge right there, that little ridge. Okay, so we'll come here and we'll start to, I'll hold the brush this way. No matter which way you curve your foothills, all right, keep them straight. Don't like try to angle them. They're upright. Okay, so we'll take it and we'll get a little patterns here like this. See this? Little patterns like that. Keep the upright look. Something like that. Well, we'll trail little bits up here like that. And then we'll kind of come down this way. But watch what I'll do here. I'll take Mr. Softy brush here and we'll start to kind of blend some of those out. Blend them out. Soften them. Let the fog kind of envelop them a little bit. Just like that. Very soft, very soft. Egg strokes. Very soft, blend them away. Okay. So they're in there, but they're not all the way. You can't see them all. And we'll pop a few in here like this. Coming down, further down like that. If you want to brush them upward, brush a few upward. It's all right. They're just trees far away, in there in the mist there. And once again, very softly, just kind of that bottom edge, kind of mist them away a little bit. Put some up on top. So you got little rolls of fog coming in. Yep, you guys can see that, okay. Make it real mysterious. You know that's what they are. Okay, you can bring some kind of up here so you can give people the impression that, you know, these trees go a little ways up. Now you're establishing land coming out doing that. Follow me? Okay. All right, let's get, well, Can't get no more dried already. Back into our brown, back into our blue. Mix it in there on both sides of the brush. Bottom of the bristles there. We'll get a few come in here. Tap, just like that. Just like that. And thin it out, thin it out, thin it out. We've got some coming this way. And maybe a few this way. Just like that. And remember, get rid of that bottom edge there. Make it disappear a little bit. Just blend it out. Very soft, very soft, very soft. Blend it right out. Just like so. Okay. So we've established that already back there. Now, things are about to get really odd. You guys are quiet on me. Okay, let's take strip liner. This is where I say where you can kind of judge how large they are depending on what you put in front of it. Okay. All right, let's take a strip liner. Let's get a little bit of blue. We'll put it right in here. And we'll get a little bit of red. We'll still keep it fairly dark, but they're gonna be bigger. Be careful with the water. Glycerin and water, not good bedfellows. Water will cut through glycerin like a hot knife through butter. All right, so be mindful. That's why I say a very little bit of glycerin goes an extremely long way. Okay, I'm gonna show you this example for trees, but it is time consuming, which is why I'm only gonna show you a few. We're watching. I know it happens all the time. Either I drone people to sleep, or yeah, no matter how many people I get in here, they're pretty quiet. I look at the chat and it's like it's just static. It goes Twilight Zone on it, brother. Okay, we're gonna still play in the fog a wee bit. Well, no, these have to come in front of, because it will push these fellas further back. But we're gonna do it more on this side, okay? Because it's smaller mountains per se. All right. Okay. Take this small brush. Perfect. 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 We'll do it right here. We'll do a dot right here. But we're going to take this small brush and we're going to, now I like to have my centers very deep, but I am going to take this brush. As I'm pushing, I'm going to push this brush. Need more water because my glycerin is drying, which is actually, it's getting tacky, which is cool. That's fine. So I'll keep my my paint at an inky consistency, and we're just gonna kind of just like this. Got to keep that darkness though. But my trees now are very narrow. Need more paint. See, it's a gentle play. You don't want your paint too washed out because you need it to be dark enough. There, just like that. And but I'm gonna keep my trees fairly narrow. Brush slightly to the left and to the right. They're very narrow. You can get them generally gradually thicker, but they're pretty narrow fellows, just like that. That's one down. Okay, something like that. Go a little bit darker with it. Now that's just one fellow. You can put a bunch here, and you can put, see, you got the option to put them fairly close to each other. See this? And you can get a bunch of them together just like this. But because they're fairly narrow, you can really pack them in there if you chose. All right, but I'm doing this just to show you how you can, see, I can put one right above, right past all those little trees I got there in the back, and it's okay because the trees up here are darker, they're in front. So they're slightly darker. I can put them in, joining together, each other, it's all right. Okay. I'm twirling the brush. I'm getting some more water. I'm twirling the brush as I'm doing this. We'll go more toward, well, I'll put a baby one right here real quick. Then we're going to go more toward the right. That's where I want to be with these guys. So we got a few there. We're going to mess around with a couple way above the line here, up here, but watch where I end this guy. This is where, you know, you can get have a little fun here with it. I'm using more paint than water now because I want that darkness up in there. Just like this. I'm going down past the initial bunch of trees I did back there. Right here, right about here is fine. Right about here is fine. I'll just take my finger and kind of blur that. There you go. See how it just comes out of the fog now? Okay, very simple. Very simple. I'll put one kind of, oh yeah, we'll put one right here, kind of crooked. He comes down here. I'll speed this along a little bit. Just like this. He's a little crooked there. Just like that. I'll make him a little, I'll bring him down there like that. Take my finger and gently just, see, I just blend him away. All right. You don't need too many of these. Like I said, this is more of a window scene, so I'm having a little fun here. Bring one pretty close right here. Keep them dark, just like that. Just like that. Have them disappear. You don't have to be that tall. Put one right here. A little darker though. Put them right in there, just like that. Brush them away, just like this. Just like that. Come on down with them. As you come on down with them, make them, take your finger, make them disappear a little bit. Getting a little more water. I got some thicker paint. I'm rolling my brush as I'm pulling in the paint. Okay. Let's have him way up here. Nice fella right there. Bring him in there. It needs to be a little darker, not too much. It's the dark part of the mountain there, but it's okay. Bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. There you go. Bring that shape. Bring it back. He's going off the page here, but it's okay. He's going off the page, but you can fade him off the page just like that. Bring him right in there. Just like so. A little water. Get some more of this dark paint here. We'll put one right here. He's a little bigger. We're gonna bring him down towards the front here. Give him a little room. He's thick in the middle. Spread out his bristles there on the edge. Keep him fairly dark. Just like that. If he runs into the other ones, it's okay. He's a little thicker than the other boys. He's a little more in the front of everybody. If I feel that I'm running out of paint, and I am, I'll just get some more paint, more red, more blue. Okay. I'm gonna play around with more paint than I will with water because I want the paint to stick. I want it to be darker. I want him in front of everybody. Okay, so don't be afraid to really darken him out, just like that. And remember, you got this script liner, so you can get to the finer details if need be. But see, he's a little thicker than everybody, and you maintain that. All right, even if you end up covering up a few, that's all right. Put him out there. Put him right in the bottom, right here. Darken him right up in here, and I'll give him some branches there. Kind of stick out. He's in front of these guys. Okay, so he's definitely there. All right. No, I'm just listening to you, just looking at you guys. You know, while I'm doing this and while I'm thinking about it, oops, wrong. I got this dark stuff, so I don't really want to waste too much of it. I'll just pop in a couple eagles, just because. Let's put a fella right here. Can you guys see me? Yeah, we'll put a giant one. Look at the wingspan on this one. Just like that. Put him right there. All right, give him a nice little wingspan there. He's a nice size one. We'll kind of, yeah, give him a nice little wingspan. He's got to be darker though. Come on, put him in there. Just like that. All right. As long as you can see that he is there. He's hanging around over there. So we'll put our little Walmart eagle. That's what I call him, a little dot right there. Nice like dot. He's our little Walmart, a little bargain basement eagle, but he is there. Just like that, put them right in there. Okay, so you got one there. Oh, let's put a smaller version way back here. Still give them a wingspan though. These guys must have eaten baby deer or something. They're pretty large. Okay, so he's back there. Hopefully my head's not blocking. There. No, my head's not blocking. All right. So you got one there. We got to put something over there. You missed the blue light special ones. Yeah, we're doing the bonus plan today, Bruce. I gotta watch my hands, see where I sit. This one here, he's been to the I don't know. He might have been to the one of those farms where they grow that wacky tobacco for medical reasons, of course. This one here, let's see. I was gonna have him fly a little crooked, but he's straightened out. Okay, another bargain basement eagle. Okay, enough of that. Let's work down below here. What are we gonna do down below there? Well, first thing we can do is we can kind of bring some of this in there. I don't know how much glycerin we have left. We'll see, but I'll bring some of this here, down in here, and we'll kind of. Cause I don't, looking at a blank. Oh, sorry. Let's go up, like right about here. That should be okay. Don't want to look at, really a complete blank, dry slate of a canvas. So I'll just darken it up here, just like that. This is really not just to darken it up here. That's all, just a little bit. Oh, we'll take a little bit of brown, a little bit of blue. So I got brown on one side of the brush, not enough brown. Brown on one side of the brush, blue on the other side of the brush, and we'll just kind of do one of those numbers. We'll do that here too. Just kind of mix it in there, just kind of darken it up there. Why? One, it just gives me something to kind of look at and see what I want to put next over here. Don't mean it's going to stay, but it gives me something here while I'm fishing for ideas. Okay, so just like that, put it right in there. Can you guys see me do this? Yes, you can. All right, it doesn't have to be smooth, doesn't have to be pretty, it just have to be in there for right now. Just something. I'll just do it like this. Go across. Actually, let's look at something. Let's put a little red in there. A little red, a little blue, a little brown again. Let's kind of do something there. Let me see something. I'm just curious about something. I'm curious. I'm just doing something here. This is just me experimenting with something. I'm just looking, trying it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I am apt to try out things. I've been known to do that from time to time. I have been known to do it. have been known to do it. I have been known to do it. I'm just curious about something. Hold on, guys. My little brain follicles is working here. Let's try something here. There's no glycerin down there. It's just white paint. There's nothing there. Nothing. I didn't clean my brush, obviously. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm just trying it out anyway. A little touch of blue. Just a little touch. Dark here. Dark here. Dark here. Now, when you don't have any glycerin, okay, and you got paint down there, you're going to have to work a little brisk there in order to keep it moving, okay? Then I'll brush upward, brush upward, like that. Just brush upward, bring it there. It gets lighter. You vary your hand pressure, okay? It'll get lighter on you, just like that. It just gets lighter. Mix it right into that greenish color, okay? Because you have paint on your brush, so you're just doing a gentle blend. Follow me. Egg strokes. Continue. Egg strokes. Bring that sky color up in there like that. Just like that. I'm just trying out something here. Okay, there is no glycerin here, so you got whatever you got to work. Imagine you're working, you better work it quick. Okay, there's glycerin up here though. So whatever I do here, okay, I can once again bring all that down again into that color, just like that. And then once again, go across. Like I say, it's just me trying out something. Paint safe? Never. Nope. Okay, so, you guys can see that. All right. I think I can get away with putting some, yeah, we're gonna put some landmass in there. Well, let's use one of these big guys here. Okay, I'm gonna definitely moisten this brush. This brush here, it's a toss between being one of my wasted brushes that I'm going to like trash. Well, not really trash, but maybe a future foliage brush. But I don't know, sometimes it wants to act right, sometimes it doesn't. But I think it's going to be a future foliage brush because it's a monster. It's a number 12 flat there. All right. But it's trying to maintain an edge, but its best days are far behind it. We're going into our phthalo blue. Let's go into our phthalo blue. We'll put the phthalo blue right here. We're going to get a little touch of yellow because it's going to turn it kind of green. We're going to our, remember the umbers will turn green. Okay, so putting brown and green, this version of brown into green, it turns it into sap green or an olive green. All right, so it's not really, you know. We'll put some, now no matter what type of red you got, red is the opposite of green, so it's going to darken out, as you can see. Okay, still not on the side of green, but it's gonna gray it out a little bit. If I put white in there, it's going to turn a warm gray. Okay, let's pop one right about here. We're coming down here. And once we get down here, we can still start kind of fleshing out a little whatever. Probably right about in here. And we'll just kind of keep it, we'll keep it straight right up around in here somewhere. Or we'll curve it a little bit like that. Okay, we'll kind of put little bushy things in there. We'll have it travel maybe this way. All right, but we'll just kind of, like I say, we'll just make this kind of bushy. The edge here though has to be kind of kind of straight there, but we'll take care of that later. Okay, for this guy, let's give me an edge here, and maybe we'll do one of these type of trees. We'll see. It all depends on how I feel with it. If I don't like it, then we'll change to another type of tree. And I don't. Nah, we're gonna do another type of tree. I don't want that one. Not that type anyway. Get a tiny bit of water. The type of tree that I'm looking for won't require this brush, actually. So I really don't want this tree looking like that. Now this brush isn't really built for that, so I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with it. I have to use another brush. So we're going to get rid of all of that paint that I got on the brush. This is not the brush for it. When it gets wet, it has a certain pattern that I really don't like. So this is not the brush for it. Okay. All right, let's put this brush away. This is not the brush I'm looking for that. The brush that I need for it is actually right here. I don't like the way, I'm going to give the brush a haircut real quick here. It's a pretty cool looking brush. It's not with a wood trim brush, but I am going to give it a crew cut because I need the brushes to be kind of even a little bit there. So he's got the bowl cut here. Give him a little military trim. Okay, so now he's pretty much straight. I should be able to deal with that a little bit better than that wild stuff I was looking at. It's still going to take a lot of paint for this brush. We're going back into our phthalo blue. Look down here, a little phthalo blue, a little bit of yellow. We're returning the same color. A little bit of the brown in there. Stir it around, put it right on the bristle, get some crimson. Put it in there, mix it. It does take a lot of paint to do what I'm about to do. Mash it a little bit. Come on, get in there. I'll spread you out a little bit. It may or may not do it. We'll see. Okay, we'll come back here to this tree, and we're just gonna give a nice little tap. Yeah. And yep, there we go. That's the type of tree I'm looking for. See, what I'm doing is I'm just taking my brush, I'm tapping it, but I'm tapping to the left, tap to the right. Okay, see how it gives you a different variety of tree? All right, see how that quickly that changed? Okay. All right, but it does take quite a bit of paint to do one of these type of trees. So once again, more brown, more red, more blue. Put it in there. Okay, no water, no medium, just all paint. We'll do another one. We'll do one slightly right here, just like that. And now I want the middle kind of thick, and I just take it and twirl it around. All right, you don't need a very powerful touch like you would think. And then I'll just kind of put some of this in here like that. Now watch this, very simple. Are you ready for this? I won't need to. Watch what I'm gonna do here. I'll come here and I'll just kind of, I should be able to get away with this. Yeah, I'll be able to get away with it. Press down, press down, press down. Just like that, it's pressed downward. It's all right, press down, like so. Keep pressing down. Press down. And you see that guy right there, he's like right around in here somewhere. And you're just making a representation of it. This guy goes this way. He's crooked, remember? So he's kind of aiming that way. Okay, but remember, press downward, down, go down with it, down, go straight down, just like that. As long as he's straight down. Okay, then if you want, you take it and kind of brush across with him. Up to you. If you like that type of thing, brush him across. Okay, or go the other way, have him go the other way a little bit. Up to you. Okay, really up to you, but have him go straight across like that. All right, but there you go for that. If you want to highlight that guy, and you can get away with that. Go a little bit of the yellow. Let's go over here with the yellow. Go a little touch of white. And all you do is just make a lighter color of what you have on the brush. I did not wash the brush. Now you get a little bit of water. A little bit. Make it thin. And a very light touch. Light touch when you do these type of trees. Let's get these bristles together. If you can't get them together, then you just mash them apart. I just can't have a gap in there. All right, a slight touch. Slight touch. See this? Slight touch. And you see I'm not overpowering it with super bright colors. I think I should be able to get away with something here. I will go brighter just to show you. I'm taking my brush, I'm just pressing upward just to get some foliage going over in here. Nothing really special. Just like that. I'm gonna go brighter. More yellow, I'll put it over here, and a lot of white. And smash that up a little bit. And we'll get a couple of, see that? Remember, the brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. Don't be ashamed to go on the other side a little bit, but you know where the sunlight is hitting. I'm turning my brush around to get a little more brightness there. Just like that. And then I'll take it out, kind of push some grassy areas in there, just like that. Not too much, just like that. We'll put some here going downward like that. You can put some of those, see those bright little spots in there in your water and your trees a little bit. Okay, just like that. All right, all right. As I'm doing this and I'm showing you this, I'm being very mindful of the background. You can still see a lot of the action in the back there, so you're not totally covering up everything. Okay, all right. Let's scrape out some of this. Some of this we may not need anymore, so I'm just getting rid of this real quick. Get rid of this. I'm just making room. Like I said, I got this big beach towel on my lap here. I'm just making room for more mix of color. So it might be a little stained, but not really nothing else. It's not going to get into it. It's not going to hamper what I need to do. Okay. Now, let's get a little bit of what's left of the white. We'll put it right there. It's no big deal. It doesn't have to be perfectly, totally super white or whatever. Okay. Look here. See that? A little stripe of color. Okay. Right here. Be as straight as you can. Come down a little bit so at least it comes off the brush or off the palette knife. Just like this. You see, you don't let, it's alright if it balls up like that. Then once I come here, I'll press and get a little shoreline thing going like that. All right, I'll get that a little stronger. It needs a little more paint. And all I'm doing is pressing pretty good. Okay, and just like that, and just keep going on. Have it come out there like this, and just have it disappear like that. And it's just me really pressing down on the palette knife to get that look. All right, let's go out here a little bit. Let's give a couple little lines here, some right in here. Let it break up a little bit. As it gets closer to you, obviously they get a little larger. Okay, but you know, the main thing is try to keep it as straight as possible. Some of my white's contaminated with the green. It's okay. Put it right in there. I think quite frankly, I just ran out of white paint. There, get a little bit there. Just put it right in there. Some of them are a little longer than others. It's all right. Just like that. And see, in my position where you guys can see it, yes. Just like that. Come out here like that. Come over here like that. Let's see if I can eke out some more white paint here. Just a little bit. go toward the back there. So they're not as large back there. You know, sometimes like just a couple taps. Come over here, just like that. Come over here, just like that, and a little something there if you can get something over there. If not, don't worry about it. Nothing to write home to mom about. It's all right. Something like that. All right. Okay. All right. Let's put something. I know what we'll do. It's kind of a pretty color. I really don't want to trash all of that color. It's a nice shade of blue there. You even got a little bit of your cloud play in there inadvertently. Okay. All right. Let us mess with a little bit of either I can put rocks there or I can put some land there and have long grasses shoot up. Let's do with the long grass thing. We'll do that. Let us once again get into a brush that can handle that. I guess I'll use this old Massacre brush that I used earlier before. Okay. Let us go into what I have very little of, which in a way is a good thing. I'm using up the rest of this brown. I'm using up the rest of this blue. I'm going to need more of this color. I know I am, but it's okay. Use the rest of this red up. It's a nice deep color there, but I'm going to need more of that. So I don't even know why I'm fooling myself. We're going to need quite a bit because since we're in the foreground, that's kind of use that phthalo blue there. We're in the foreground. It has to be the darkest. Okay. All right. Where is my burnt umber? That's what you are. We'll throw some burnt umber in there. We're going to put it right in there together. Okay. And some alizarin crimson. So it's burnt umber, phthalo blue, or alizarin crimson. And depending on the ratio of these colors will depend on how close to black you can actually get. We'll mix it all together like a big soup. Okay. All right, now as I'm looking at it right now, it's a little more on the kind of bluish side, but as of right now, it kind of doesn't matter. It would be great because there's nothing really that deep of blue in the whole piece. All right, we're going to work on, we'll do it right from about here. Right from about here. I'll come down, come back up a little bit, come down, just like so. We'll kind of keep it in this area right there. This is just solid though. We're going to keep that just pitch, just dark down there, just like so. Okay. We'll get some stuff kind of popping off there on the corner. Can you guys see this? No, you cannot. You can't see it at all. There. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But we're going to keep it, once again, we'll keep it fairly dark. There. This is heavy bodied acrylic paint. Yeah, I think I fixed it now, Bruce. Heavy bodied acrylic paint. This is Grumbarger paint. Well, let's get it a little higher there. All right. I am inundated with this dark color, so I guess we'll take advantage of that. We'll put another tree here. Why not? Nice dark one, and we'll use this brush for it. Just like that. We'll just put a darker one there. We'll maybe have him come a little here, we'll get him a little larger. He's in the front, so we'll make him grow a little bit. Just like that. We'll make him kind of grow. Make him dark too. There, put him right in there. Okay. There. Need to fire the camera. Nah, it's the cameraman that need to be fired. I just forgot to pull the camera back. It shouldn't be blurring out on you, but it was me. That was my fault. But I believe you guys can see, just see everything. I'll pull it back a little bit though. There, and I'll bring it back down a little. And now you guys can see it all. All right. Now the camera actually needs to go to the union labor board. It's his boss that's messing up. We're gonna go to a Chinese fox hair brush. I love these. These are one, you can do the easiest foliage with it. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like that fella. Okay, and yes, that is a tip until I get it wet. Once it's wet, all right, it turns into one of these. Look at that tip. Now I'll talk about painting long grass. You have to saturate your brush with water. It's actually a pinstriping brush. All right, so you would know how much water you would actually need. So it's a gentle little dance when you use this brush. Okay, because you got to play with the thickness of the paint or the wateriness of the paint. Now, when you do this, be mindful of how watery, how large the brush is. Okay, all those little factors come into play. All right, but all I do is take it and just kind of look at this. See how fine they become? Okay, but now it all depends on how much water. It does take quite a bit of water. Like I say, it's kind of a happy little dance you're doing here, because you want your strokes to be strong. You don't want them really to break apart. When you start to break apart, you get more. Okay, so like I say, it's kind of a dance of how much of this you need, and go in different directions with it. All right, have them clump up just like so. Okay, but you see what it looks like. I get plenty of water. You do need plenty of water for this brush. If you have acrylic, like airbrush colors, that would work wonderfully with this stuff too. Okay, and you can go with different colors, and I'll show you as I go along here with this. I'm continuously dipping this brush more and more into water. You need quite a bit of water. I'm using heavy body paint, so don't be shy getting into all the water. But we're going to cover this whole thing with these fine leaves, or I guess you could. Well, it's grass, not leaves. But I'm going to cover them up, even though I'm painting on tape. It's okay. Don't kill the flow. Okay, just like so. They have some GoPros like that, Bruce, that will follow, but the control that has it follow you would be on your wrist or something like that. And unless you're standing up, moving from spot to spot, I mean, it's not really going to move too much. They may have came down in price quite a bit too. Now, because the paint down below me, down here, it's wet, so I can actually borrow some paint from here and put it here. You see, and basically all I'm doing if I do that, all I'm doing is just wetting my brush and then just taking the paint right from the bottom and just bring it up there like that. Go in different directions, swirl it around, different weights. Okay, just like so, and keep going. Some are a little taller, some weigh a little, some got some weight to them there, like that, and keep going. Keep mixing it in there. All different shades, all different tones, all different varieties. We're gonna get some lighter ones in there also. Put some really tall ones up there like that, and then you just keep having fun. Okay, crisscross them. Okay, if you want, it all depends. It's up to you. If you want to put little cattail things on them, a little press. Okay, up to you. See, go in that direction. Go Maybe put some in the other direction like that. All up to you how you want to do these. Okay. Have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. And we'll put one right up in there like that. Put one here. Have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. You can have one come here. Just kind of troop down. Maybe you have a friend down there like that. See that? Have a couple there. Maybe you can have one over here on this side. He's trooping down there. Just like that. It's up to you. Have a ball. Okay. Well. Can't fire the cameraman, Bruce. He's the head of the union. But then again, they didn't do Jimmy Hoffa that good, huh? So I might want to keep my mouth shut. All right, getting into some titanium white. And plenty of water. This is where the chalkiness of titanium white will actually help you out. I'm twirling the brush around. We're going to get some lighter ones in there. We'll play around with some of the lighter guys. We'll kind of streak them in there. Put some behind this bush here. We'll add a little highlight to the tree, but we'll put some, some fun ones in there. Come down here. We'll just do it this way. Actually, I just had an idea. I'll just do it that way. We're gonna really saturate a lot of white there. And what this white is gonna do is pick up that wet green that's in there. Okay, a little bit of water. Saturate that brush pretty good. And so we'll just concentrate right down below. And we'll just kind of add them in there like that. Now, as I'm doing this, the more I add them in there, it's going to pick up that green. Just like that. Cross them. Keep them consistent. I'm moving my brush around as I'm doing this, is what I'm saying. Okay, just like that. Keep going. Keep going. It's turning green as I'm doing it, which is cool. Come on in there. Put them in there. Put them in there. Right from the bottom there. All different ways, all different varieties. Cross them, crisscross them, just like that. Put them in there. Put some thicker ones in there. Keep going. As I'm talking to you and doing this, you'll be amazed that you can get almost over 100 of these things done, and not without even thinking about it, really. Put some brighter ones higher in the air there, just like that. All right, see, put them in there. Have them come across Mr. Tree there. Okay, you see what it's starting to look like there. We'll come on the other side. We'll put a couple of them there. Not too many, not as much as it was on the other, on the previous side. We'll put some here like this, and maybe we'll kind of drip one off like that, like that. All right, and then we'll play around a little bit more over here. Not much over there. Okay. Told you, man. They got a strong union. Strong union. With these brushes, you don't have to totally dry them out like you would think. It will evaporate, but to keep their point and everything, keep the top, and very carefully put it back in there, and that's it. Put her back. It evaporation. You'll be fine. All right, let's go back into. We're gonna play around with the tree here. Same brush, the crew cut brush. Okay. Look down here. We'll saturate it with a little bit of white. We'll get some of that dark, put it in there. We'll lighten it up a little bit, just like so. Actually, I never used orange, so let's play around with the orange a little bit. Why not? my painting. I'll do it if I want to. Okay. And we'll I was looking at the patterns. Okay, we'll take it and we just get a little playful tap. Keep it on the right hand side. Give it a little tap. See that? Come on here like this. Okay. Bring some on the other side. Only a few on the other side, so it's not too heavy-handed on one side. Even though that's where the light's heading. It's all right. Just like that. Bring a couple of those on the other side. Okay, we can kind of play around with some of that orange there, around in here. Just like that. I'm just tapping and giving it a slight push. We can give a couple of them over here like that. Put some on the bottom. We don't really want to mess around with anything over here. We keep this kind of the dark side over there. Like that. Now, before I do anything else, we're going to take a flat brush. This is size 15. All right, I'm going to do the inside window trim. Let's see if I can get away with it with this dark I have. It might show up as black. I'm going to do it while the tape is on. Now, if you're if you're not really ready for the bravery test, I don't blame you. It's okay. It's all good. Okay, ready, guys? Let's pull back a little bit. Well, no, I don't think I need to. Let me just actually raise up this way, like so. Okay. This is, you know, we're gonna come here. This is the bravery test for real. Okay, I'm getting more of that dark. I need it as dark as possible. We do the same thing here. Underneath the tape, keep it as straight as you can. If I'm pressing pretty good, keep it as straight as you can. Talk about bravery test. Let's do this one here. Let me think here for a second. Hold on. I'm reloading the brush because it has to be a certain amount of darkness here. Yeah, I'll go this way. There's a method to my madness. Let's do it here on this side. I know you guys didn't see the one on the bottom. I'm sorry. That's not dark enough. That is. That should work. Getting some more. I don't think I got enough. I'm trying to get some more, get some more here. One more. I know it's on the bottom. I know you guys can't see this. Sorry. There. Yeah. I should be able to see all of it right now. Okay. Yeah, he'll clear that whole, it's like the size of a small pot, and he'll clear it. All right. I think we just about did what we have to do as far as that trim is concerned. Now, just take the tape off, and we will continue with the next phase of this. Before I do that, let's clear this out. I really don't need any more of what you see here. I think we're done with all of that. There. All right. All right, let's take the tape off. Of course, it's too far away. My garbage can is too far away. It's a miracle all this tape still held on. All right. As you see, you got the L-shaped shading on the windows there. Okay. Okay, now, right now, as it stands, not too bad. It's pretty cool. All right, it does look like a plain glass window with its shading, and you know, I can actually let it go just like that if I wanted to. Put it down here. But I really wanted to add, see, if I add brown window trim with the striations in it and everything, it could somewhat detract away from it. Maybe. Don't know. Well, thank you. I could keep it at its white frame. I could. So it's really all depends on how I'm feeling about it right now. Like I say, it looks pretty cool. And, you know, if somebody were to purchase the thing, you know, you can actually space it a bit. Obviously, I have to be careful as I'm spacing this because obviously it's wet in the middle. But it should pretty much hold. But if you wanted to space the things, it would somewhat look like that. Okay, because I have to be careful. Hopefully, you know, the tape is holding there. But it will look somewhat like that. All up to you and how you want to space this there. Like I say, you can space it further apart or closer together or whatever, but each one is its own, obviously it's its own separate painting in itself. Okay, but like I say, if you space them out, and if they got their one-sided framed edges there, you know, so it's really really up to you. You know, either put them together or separate them. Okay. So as I'm looking at it, I think we spent more than enough time here tonight, because it's going on 8 o'clock my time, and I started at 6, so that's 2 hours. So I think we're good. I won't continue it on, and have you guys, well, I'll just put them down here, have you guys go through all of that. So I'll wait a few minutes, and then I will varnish these guys. I'll probably take a picture of these fellows like this once get it settled here, because I got to take a picture with one of the lights off so it gets all the shading and doesn't get all that shine on them. Actually, I should be putting them together like that, and this fella goes right here. Oh, I think it's on that little nail, but it's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. So this is what it looks like, guys. Hopefully you're able to see that fairly well. Actually, let's go in a little bit. There. And we'll put it this way. I think you guys will be able to see it. All right. Anyway, there you go. I don't want to try to keep you guys here all night, you know. So I'll just seal everything up here. There. All right. Well, there you have it. Like I say, I'll take a photo of it. Post it on Facebook. I don't know what to name it. We'll name it something. But thank you, Madonna. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Bruce, and all others who came through. I do appreciate it. What would I do? Well, actually, Bruce is going to try to schedule something, so I would paint on his live, and we'll do a flower. We'll take it step by step, and we'll take our time with it and have some fun with it. So, it will be up to whoever wants it. It can be together, it can be separated, whatever. So. Yeah, Dale. Yeah, it's a quad. It's a 4-piece. But yeah, I wanted to do a window frame painting. It's just the time is too long, so I'm not going to do the window trim. I was gonna do it brown and whatever, and do the window trim. But I think it's cool with the white there, because it actually looks like a white pane glass window. So, and I was debating on putting the white accent marks in it also. I used to do that on a few of them. I think I did one that had raindrops all in it too. So, but I do appreciate you guys. It's still a decent time. It's only a little bit past 8 o'clock, and I do appreciate you. Let me take a picture of this. I'll post it on Facebook. I got to take the barrel for his walk. And thank you guys for showing up. I hope to see you again. Like usually, it's on Wednesdays around 6:30 or 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. And then I have my premiere at 7 p.m. on Mondays. And I'm in the chat room with you guys, and you ask questions or comments or whatever. Make sure you leave a thumbs up for me. That helps. Leave thumbs down for me. That helps also. Yeah, write in the comment section if you can. This is YouTube, so if you write the way you're writing now, I won't be able to individually respond to anybody, but I can read them. But if you do ask a question in the comment section, I can answer those back. So, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And until next time, guys. No problem, TG. You take care too, Madonna. And all the new ones, thank you very much. I know you had to bring them in, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Spread the word if you guys enjoyed what you see. Like I say, I'm pretty consistent Wednesdays and Mondays. Me and Bruce will talk about the Tuesday night thing. We'll see what is a good time for him, for me to come on, and we'll do the thing together. All right, it'd be pretty much the same setup. I'll probably pick a camera that has a better focus. So, and we'll have fun. It might even be this camera here, because this one's actually pretty good. We'll see. All right. You guys have a good night. Take care. I shall see you when I see you. Be safe. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. And thank you, Bruce. Thank you, everybody.